Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh.
I'm Taylor.
We're going to be checking out what home skillet?
Norm MacDonald, Professor of Logic joke.
All right. You guys best for more Norm, and here it is. We're going to hop right into it.
Every day I meet somebody new, you know. Mm-hmm. This city's great because of the neighborly people, you know. I don't know. But I did meet one neighbor, interesting story, you know, that this guy, he just moved in, you know, next door to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm always one to meet the neighbors.
You like to chat with the neighbors,
yeah, because, you know, so I went over to the guy, I knocked on the door next door to where I live, and I say to the guy, I said, hey, I'm your new neighbor, you know, and I said, good to see you, you know, nice to run into you, you know, welcome to the neighborhood, you know. And so the guy, I said, what do you do for a living there, sir, you know, if you don't mind me asking? You know, what do you do for a living? I'm a nightclub comic, I tell the guy. So he says to me, he says, I work down at the University of Science there. He says,
that's a good school, by the way.
University of Science. Guys, we do have to pause, even though it kind of ruins the flow of his joke, because Conan O'Brien, the squad, or what they call them, they block stuff. Team Coco, they block stuff like quick. They're really like fast, so we gotta make sure we pause it. But I don't have any input on in between. But we're getting too far in.
I can't remember the exact place.
Sure.
But he says, I'm a professor of logic.
Oh.
So he says, the guy says, logic. Now, what the hell is that? I never heard tell of that. He says, oh, well, he says it's a kind of a pattern of syllogistic. Well, he says it's hard to explain. He says, why don't I give you an example? So I said, fair enough. Why don't you do that? So the guy says, well, he says, let me ask you a question. He says, do you own a doghouse? So I go, yes, I do. He says, well, then that means you probably have a dog. I said, yes. He says, well, that means you're likely you have a family if you have a dog. I said, yes, I do. He said, well, then that means you got kids, you're married. I said, yes, I am. He says, well, then you're a heterosexual man. I said, yes, sir, I am. He says, well, you see, that's logic there. I asked if simply from finding out you had a doghouse, I made this series of inferences, and I found that you're a heterosexual man simply from the fact that you had a doghouse. Well, I said, good God, isn't that something?
Okay.
So I said, well, I won't waste any more of your time there, neighbor. And I said, I'll see you later.
See you around. Okay.
So I said, come by one day and have a chicken with me. So anyways, I left. So I left. So I go to get a bus, you know?
I love how hard Andy's laughing on the side. He's like off camera just laughing his ass off. Oh, God.
To the bus stop. And I walked down to the bus stop, and I'm still thinking about this thing that happened to me, you know? And I'm standing at the bus, and no bus coming at all, you know? And 5 or 6 of us standing around, and one guy lights up a cigarette there, and he goes, as soon as you light up a cigarette, the bus comes. And he smokes the whole damn cigarette, no bus comes.
Right.
So I said to the guy, well, that theory really worked, huh?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, well, sometimes it works. Anyways, the guy goes, what's new with you? I go, well, I had an interesting thing happen to me today. I said, I met my neighbor. And he goes, oh, yeah? I go, he had a hell of an interesting job. I said, he's a professor of logic down at the University of
Science.
And so the guy says, is that so? He says, professor of logic. He goes, what the hell is that, logic? I said, well, it's a series of something or other.
Right.
I said, I can't remember exactly, but I said, I'll give you an example if you want to hear an example. So the guy goes, all right, fair enough. So I said, let me ask you this. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you own a doghouse? And the guy goes, no, I don't own a doghouse. So the guy says, oh, yeah, you're one of them gays.
And he will work, right?
It's so stupid. Oh, my God.
He's so stupid. Oh, my God.
This dude's so fucking dumb. Oh, shit. I never thought. I know where the fuck that joke was going. Oh, you so fucking stupid. That's like the moth joke.
Yeah. Like he doesn't have a punchline until right at the last second.
Oh shit, you one of them gays. Oh shit. It's a really smart joke though if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's super duper smart. Like the guy, the deuce that he had, like he was like a heterosexual male with a family, like that shit.
Yeah,
and he just automatically assumed, like just automatically assumed because he's a doghouse, he's gay. Oh shit. Because they of course like what's the opposite?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's just a
right.
really good funny joke. Oh my god, that was so fucking good. Hopefully they don't block it.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, because Conan O'Brien and all over that block and stuff. We just did the Mitch Hedberg, and we paused enough for that for it not to get blocked, but they did manually flag it as theirs so they can get credit for it, but they didn't block it, so that's the good part. So hopefully this doesn't get blocked, because this is really funny. Mm-hmm. Slow burn, like the moth joke, but I really liked it.
That's how a lot of his jokes are, though.
They're good. They're really good. I like it.
Yeah.
I think next one we need to do is the Scrabble story that shows up over here. It showed up before on the other time.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched it. But yeah, guys, that was good. Norm's awesome.
Yeah, we really like him a lot.
Yeah, we're like, there's nothing else I have. Anything else for you, Sweets?
No.
All right, folks, that's all for this one. Please continue to, do all that good stuff with all the liking and all that jazz. And we'll see you in the next one. Later.
Bye.